Hello students, in this video let us see the graphical representation of given data. In last video we have been seeing a histogram. Now in this video let us see the Ogive curve and stem and leaf chart. So Ogive curve or the Ogive curve is also known as cumulative frequency curve. Is also known as a cumulative frequency curve. So as it is known as a cumulative frequency curve, you know cumulative frequencies are of two types, that is less than cumulative frequency and more than cumulative frequency. So due to that, here also there are two curves, that is less than cumulative frequency curve and more than cumulative frequency curve. So cumulative frequency distribution, cumulative frequency distribution is represented by cumulative frequency curve or Ogive curves. As there are two types of cumulative frequencies, hence there are two types of cumulative frequency curves. Cumulative frequency curves. So first one is less than cumulative frequency curve. So in this one, for this, upper boundaries of classes are taken on x-axis, and less than cumulative frequency on y-axis. A preceding class before first class is also taken and its cumulative frequency we have to take as 0. For drawing purpose, we have considering that class, preceding class, and its cumulative frequency we are considering as 0. Now let us take an example. Suppose the question is that draw less than cumulative frequency curve. for the data, marks and number of students. Suppose marks are between 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, 70 to 80, 80 to 90, and number of students, suppose in between 40 to 55 students, 50 to 60 12 students, 60 to 70 43, 70 to 80 32, and suppose 80 to 98. So with this data, let us draw the less than cumulative frequency curve or less than type Ogive curve. Such questions may ask. So now for this, you know what we have to do. We have to consider upper boundaries of the classes. Now these classes are continuous, so no need to consider the class boundaries to make them continuous. Already these are continuous, so simply we have to take these upper boundaries 50, 60, 70, 80 and 90. These one we have to take on which axis? X axis. And less than cumulative frequency. So now these are frequencies given to us. So first of all, our aim to determine cumulative frequency. And which type cumulative frequency? Less than cumulative frequency. As we know, less than cumulative frequency is calculated from lowest class interval to highest class interval. It is a cumulative sum of the frequencies from lowest class interval to highest class interval. So we will determine that one, and later on we will plot those points on a graph, and simply we are joining them by a straight line. Okay, so let us see how to obtain the Ogive curve or the cumulative frequency curve. So here let me write marks, number of students, solution of this question, number of students, then less than type, less than cumulative frequency, and we will consider upper boundaries or upper limit of the class. Upper boundaries or upper limit of a class. So marks means the class intervals 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, 70 to 80 and 80 to 90. Now students, you know, 5, 12, 43, this is 32, this is 8. Now less than cumulative frequency, so this class having cumulative frequency 5. For next one we are adding these two, 5 plus 12 is equal to 17. Then again for next we have to add these 3. So 5 plus 12 plus 43, that is same as to 17 plus 43, so it will be 60. Then again adding these 4, so it is same as 5 plus 12 plus 43 plus 32 is same as 60 plus 32, so it is 92. And again for the last, adding all the 5, that is 5 plus 12 plus 43 plus 32 plus 8, that is same as 92 plus 8, so it will be 100. So these are our frequencies. Now upper boundaries of this class are what? 50, 60, 70, 80 and 90. Okay, now let us plot these things on a two-dimensional plane. So here consider it as x-axis, y-axis. Now these upper boundaries we have to take on which one? On x-axis, and this cumulative frequency on y-axis. So here let it be this its previous class is what? 30 to 40. its cumulative frequency should be 0, or its frequency should be 0. Its upper boundary will be 40. So here the first point having it will be 40 comma 0. Now let us consider here let us take these upper boundaries on x-axis. So let me write it as 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Now here we have to take up to 100. So let me take one unit as a 20, then 40, 60, 80 and then 100. You can take it as 10 also as you wish. Now here our point will be 50 from x-axis and 5 on y-axis. So 50 and 5, it will be somewhere here. This is our first point. Then next one 60 and 17 on y-axis. So it is below 20 somewhere here. Okay. Now 70 comma 60. So it will be here. Okay. Now 80 and 92. So it is near it, in between these one will be 90 and somewhere above to that one. So it will be 92 and 90, 100. So it is here. Okay. Now these points once we get, so simply we have to connect them by a straight line. I am connecting this 0 also. So as it is a cumulative frequency of the preceding class, as we have been mentioned in a theory. So this is our Ogilvy curve. Now here let me write a note. This less than cumulative frequency curve or less than Ogilvy curve is always in increasing order. Less than cumulative frequency curve is always in increasing order. Is always in increasing order. Now the second part, let us see more than cumulative frequency curve. So second part, more than cumulative frequency curve. So here in this class or for this curve, lower boundaries, in less than we are considering upper boundaries, here lower boundaries of classes are taken on x-axis and more than cumulative frequency is on y-axis. We have to consider is on y-axis. A succeeding class to the last class is taken with cumulative frequency 0. Cumulative frequency 0. So let us consider an example. Same example let me take. Draw more than cumulative frequency, more than cumulative frequency curve for the data, So same question, let me take marks, number of students. So marks from 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, 70 to 80, 80 to 90. So 40 to 50, 5 students, here 12, 43, 32 and 8. So let us draw now more than cumulative frequency curve for this data. So marks, then number of students, these are what our frequencies to calculate cumulative frequency. Now let me write first of all lower boundaries of the classes, that is our x coordinate. Whenever we are plot those points on a two-dimensional plane. So lower boundaries, and the next one more than cumulative frequencies. More than cumulative frequency we have to consider on y-axis. More than cumulative frequency. So marks 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, 70 to 80, 80 to 90. The corresponding frequencies are 5, 12, 43, 32 and 8 respectively. Now lower boundaries of these classes are 40, 50, 60, 70 and 80. Lower boundaries are same as lower limits. Now more than cumulative frequency. So more than cumulative frequency are calculated from highest class to lowest class. It is a cumulative sum of frequencies from highest class to lowest class. So here we will write 8, then 8 plus 32, so it will be 40, then 8 plus 32 plus 43, so it will be 83, then 8 plus 32 plus 12, so it will be 95, and then 8 plus 32 plus 43 plus 12 plus 5, so it will be 100. Now let us plot them on two-dimensional. So here let me take again the lower boundaries on x-axis. So let it be 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Now here we have to consider one more class, that is the one more succeeding class to the last class. Now in less than type we are taking preceding class of the first class, and here the succeeding class of the last class. So it will be 90 to 100 having lower limit or lower boundary 90 with cumulative or with frequency 0. So here also we get 0. So 0 plus 8 is again 8. So it is satisfied then. So here it will be 90 having cumulative frequency 0 we are considering. So here again let me take one unit as 20 for frequencies, 20, 40, 60, 80 and 100. Okay. Now let us draw them, or let us plot those points on this 2D plane first of all. So here it is 40, 100. 40 is at 100. So this point we get. Then 50, 95. So 50 and 95 is somewhere here. Okay. Then 60, 83. So 60, 83. So is this one suppose. Then 70, 40. So 70 and 40. So it will be here suppose. 88. So let us assume it is here. and last one 90, 0, suppose it is here. Now simply we have to connect them by a straight line. So as less than cumulative frequency curve is always, and here one more thing here, this class we are, this one we are joining by dotted line with this y-axis, and as we have written a note for less than cumulative frequency curve that it is always in increasing order, and here more than cumulative frequency curve is always in decreasing order. So more than cumulative frequency curve or Ogive curve, cumulative frequency curve is always in decreasing order. Okay, so this is about the Ogive curve. Two types of Ogive curve, less than and more than. So now let us see the next type of representation of a data, that is stem and leaf chart. Stem and leaf chart. Now here it is similar to histogram. It is developed by American statistician John Tukey. He is from Princeton University. Now let us try to understand this one using the example. So question 1, suppose the question says that the following are the marks obtained in a class, draw a same leaf chart for them. Following are the marks obtained by students in as class. So marks are suppose 31, 37, 2, 41, 12, 38, 29, 22, 15, 17. Next, suppose 9, 50, 47, 32, 34, 19, 21, 24, 22, 23, 12, 8, 26, 32, 33, 28, 36, 33, 37, 13, then 21, 32, 15, 31, 48, 22, 17, 28, 33, 49. Now the question is that draw a stem and leaf chart for these. So now before going towards stem and leaf chart, first of all let us get which is the minimum among all these and maximum among all these. So here the minimum number is minimum or lowest. Lowest is what? Look at here, this 0, 2 is the lowest, and the maximum or highest or the largest, we can say. So it will be 50. Now the marks, how to draw the stem and leaf chart. So the marks are 2-digit numbers, 2-digit, ranging from 2 to 50, ranging from the minimum 2 and maximum 50 Here the tens place of those 2 digits, or the tens places of those 2 digits are to be treated as stem, and unit place as leaf. For example, suppose 36 has stem 3 and leaf is 6. So now let me take this first row first of all. Suppose 31, 37, 2, 41, 12, 38, 29, 22, 15 and 17. So it is just example. Later on I will take the whole one at a time. Now here look at the tens places. 3, 3, 0, 4, 1, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. Okay. So let me start from 3. So 3 is in stem. Here let me write stem and suppose leaf. So suppose first stem is 3, then its leaf is 1. Now next stem is 3, but leaf is 7. So we won't write 3 again. We will do comma here and write 7. Now next time stem is 0, while the leaf is 2. Now stem is 4, leaf is 1. Now stem is 1, leaf is 2. Then now stem is 3. So 3 is already written in a stem. So here do a comma and write down the leaf. It is 8. Now next stem is 2, while the leaf is 9. Again stem is 2 and the leaf is 9. So here leaf is 2. So comma and 2 is here. Again stem is 1 and leaf is 5. So 1 is already written. So do a comma here and write down 5. Again stem is 1 and leaf is what? 7. So here again comma 7. As such we have to write this. So for all the data we will prepare only one stem and leaf chart. So instead of tally marks and a class interval, we write here stem and leaves as such. So let us prepare a stem and leaf chart for the whole sum at a time here. Okay. So let me write. We have written the minimum is what? 0, 2 and maximum is 50. So minimum tens place is what? 0 and maximum tens place is what? 5 here. So in the stem we can write directly here leaf. Stem is from 0, 1, 2, 3 and 5. It is tens place we have to consider. So 0 to 5. So here for first one 3 and leaf will be 1. Then again leaf is what? 7. Then now leaf is 2. Here 4, 1. So here 1. Then 1, 2 means here 2. Then 38. So stem is 3. Leaf is 8. 29. So stem is 2. Leaf is 9. Then stem is 2, leaf is 2. Then again stem is 1, leaf is 5. Again stem is 1, leaf is 7. Now stem is 0, leaf is 9. Stem is 5, leaf is 0. Stem is 4, leaf is 7. Stem is 3, leaf is 4. Stem is 3, leaf is 4. Stem is 1, leaf is 9. Then stem is 2, leaf is 1. Stem is 2, leaf is 4. Again stem is 2, leaf is 2. Again stem is 2, leaf is 3. Again stem is 1, leaf is 2. Stem is 0, leaf is 8. Stem is 2, leaf is 6. Stem is 3, leaf is 2. Stem is 3, leaf is 3. Stem is 2, leaf is 8. Stem is 3, leaf is 6. Stem is 3, leaf is 3. Stem is 3, leaf is 7. Stem is 1, leaf is 3. Stem is 2, leaf is 1. Stem is 3, leaf is 2. Stem is 1, leaf is 5. Stem is 3, leaf is 1. Stem is 4, leaf is 8. Now stem is 2, leaf is 2. Stem is 1, leaf is 7. Stem is 2, leaf is 8. Stem is 3, leaf is 3. Stem is 4, leaf is 9. As such, we can prepare a stem and leaf chart. And if you have a doubt, you can count these leaves. These are how much? 3. These are 10. So these are how much? 11. Then 13. These are 4 and 1. And you can do this sum. It will be this much. It is the data of how many students? 40 students. So this addition should be 40. So it is 5, 13 plus 5. So 18. 18 plus 11 is 29. 29 and this much. So it is what? How much? It is 40. So as such, you can do you can cross check this part. So this is about the stem and leaf chart, and this is about the graphical representation of the data given to us. So in that one we have seen histogram, Ogive curve or cumulative frequency curve. So this is a completion of our first chapter of descriptive statistics. In next video we will start our second chapter. In that one we will see measures of central tendencies. Thank you.